Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I am so excited to go over things with you. We've got 2 weeks in June. I'm going to owe you another video soon. We're going to have the last week of June and first week of July coming up. We still haven't gone over the largest chunk of June. That chunk included a vacation and a lot of fun spending. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how the rewards dollars on my credit cards help me out with that. We're also going to talk about the 0% interest that I'm currently getting on all my credit card debt. And we're going to talk about why I put my transactions on my credit cards instead of doing cash envelopes to get those rewards dollars, and why those made such a big impact for me and my family on vacation. So I'm really excited to go over all that with you. Let's get started. We are looking at the 2 weeks between the 7th and 20th of June. I've got regular income, $505.20 and $754.09. This was a great paycheck. This one not so great. So overall, $179.29 more than expected. That's always really good to see. Pay myself first, as always, $80 per week to the savings account that I use for my medical care. Then I've got my regular bills. The water bill was really high last month, and these are pretty regular. Looking at transactions, this is where I spent credit card rewards. I'm going to try to keep things going in order, but we are going to talk about this. I've got food, gas, other, miscellaneous, and more. More is what we used for fun. I've got my food transactions. I've got more grocery store visits and less fast food in here. So that's good. I'm really proud of myself. I kept it under budget by a fair amount. What is like $60 under budget? So that's great. Then gas, I kept that under budget. And my other spending, well, I was over budget last time. That seems to be the way that goes. But we're under this time, mostly because I didn't call any of this other spending. I called it more because I knew I had a plan for that spending. And I funded that with $210.61 that I had built up in credit card rewards. That's why I pay all my expenses on credit cards, is so that that money can build up. That is just free money that I basically paid myself. You just have to be really careful that you're not paying a ton of interest in order to get that. Otherwise, your free money can be really expensive. Tread carefully, but if you can use your credit cards and get rewards dollars and pay those amounts off right away so that you're not paying interest, it really is, I think, quite worth it. So I had a plan for that spending. However, I didn't plan super great because I did go over. But if you think about it, we went to a ball game at the stadium. You buy a ton of food. Your food costs about as much as your tickets. Food could have gone in that category, and that would have been covered that way. It all just kind of works itself out. That's why I don't worry too much category to category, as long as my spending stays basically in control. Then I had some medical spending, and that is going to come from my savings account. I went and got new contact lenses. Then, I am excited. We did some save the dates. Oh my gosh, they were so beautiful. And then I looked at all my transactions, food, gas, the amount that I went over in this more category, and the other, and got my spending. That's out of a budgeted $405, which means I am $13.24 over budget, which you'd think I'd be sad about, but that's the least I've gone over budget, I think, so far. I'm really happy to see that. Then we come over here and we take this spending, add the $150 for extra debt payment, and $568.25 is what needs to be paid to my credit card accounts to cover my spending. So there's my spending, debt payment, and what I'll be paying. So I paid this amount to my Amex card. That is to keep it at a zero balance. Paid this amount to my Capital One card. That is to keep that one at a zero balance. And I paid this amount to my Discover card, and that is to keep that at interest free. This amount went to my U.S. bank account. that is my 0% balance with the soonest end date for that promotion. This will be the one that I really aggressively pay off from this point forward. Then we'll look at my income minus my savings, minus my bills, minus my debt payment, minus my spending, and this $3.40.44 is an actual surplus. I have had yet to see an actual surplus. So we are just going to show how happy we are. Right like so. Oh my gosh. All right. I can't hardly believe it. Here's what I was thinking this morning. What I need to do is decide if I am leaving this in my account to fund the future, if I am using it for debt payment, if I'm using it for sinking funds. I've really discovered that I need some sinking funds. I have kind of been using this type of money here as so-called sinking funds. I mean, I haven't really planned for it, but when stuff comes up that I don't have money in my budget for, then I use my credit card rewards. And it kind of works, but I really, really need sinking funds because, things come up all the time. And what I'm worried about is now I've used this, so what's going to come up next? The other thing is that, I could just count on it for when I'm over. I made my smiley face kind of creepy. Oh well, he's still cute. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to figure all the amounts that I've been over budget. And I'm going to kind of reimburse myself. And then I'm going to take this amount and split it in half so that I have a starting balance. I'm going to do a little bit of math here. 1324. We're going to have to go back in time. See how much I was over. Oh boy. Oh no, that's just over in spending. 55.21. 45.19. 61.41. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take $115.30 and I'm going to pay it extra to debt. Then I'm going to take $115.30 and bring it here to be a beginning balance. $115.30. I like that. I feel really comfortable and safe with that. In the next video, I will show you why I need so badly to make extra debt payments. Be looking forward to that. But oh my God, an actual surplus. Can you even believe it? I'm really proud of myself and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you found the video helpful, feel free to share. If you liked it, click like. And if you want to see the next one, click subscribe. I'll see you next time.